live. Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Tory Late Night Livestream. Well, it's not really late night. I think Jason doesn't like that, but I do quite that much. But anyway, we've got a nice little program for you tonight. We've got some regulars and we have some usual suspects, and someone's creeping into my shot. That's Jason. Welcome everyone. So we got a few things tonight. No scripted intros, by the way. We got Jason. And we have Jason Murray on the show tonight, along with Simon Flack, and we have a live audience, and we have Dave as well as Nick Nicklaus. So welcome, ladies and gents. Let's switch over to the lads. And hey,
what?
Rob, how are you, Rob? Thanks for watching. Will, hi guys. Will's going, hi guys. He's cracking up. We got Optimus. Push the button.
Push the button.
Greetings. I am Optimus Prime.
Can't believe we managed to get him. What a grab.
Cheers, gents. Thanks for coming tonight. Are you going to take your helmet off to drink your white claw?
Cheers, everyone. Oh, shit.
This apple water's great.
I've got Simon's favourite drink here as well.
Pure Energon.
Ready?
It is Energon.
Pop sound effect. Hello.
There we
Hi,
go.
everyone.
Hey. So,
Goodness me.
so welcome, gents. It's been a while since we've done one of these roundtables. Unfortunately, Mikey Siciliano couldn't be here tonight. He's tending to very, I would say,
Are we allowed to talk about the thing with Mikey?
No. I'm
Like-
saying he's
like-
probably tending to more important things.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. He's tending to more important things.
So we don't talk about the disease?
What?
No?
No.
I mean, no? Okay. So we're not going to tell people about Mikey's disease and why he can't be here and,
Is that a disease so rare that it's just known as Mikey's disease?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to alarm people, but you've heard about the monkeypox outbreak.
Oh,
Yeah, so apparently the next version is Mikeypox, and unfortunately Mikey can't be here with us tonight for it. But we wish Mikey a speedy recovery from his Mikeypox.
Okay, Mikey. There you have it. If you're watching, Mikey, I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, cool. So we have we have an interesting unboxing tonight in the roundtable discussion. I think we have. For the
Are we unboxing anything? Because
that's
we already did this. I don't know. Are we going to do anything else?
I think we'll show people all the bells and whistles.
Actually, let's tell a song.
The bells and whistles.
So, we meet again.
Recent acquisition.
Yeah, no, I picked it up at Zing. It was staring at me. I kept popping in there and I kept seeing it, and shit.
It's pretty cool. Have you thought about getting the Soundwave one as well? Or
I haven't seen a Soundwave one.
There's a Soundwave one by the same.
A G1 Soundwave?
Yeah.
Yes, then I will get that.
More than meets the eye.
What are your thoughts for the price?
What is the price?
$240.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's quite cheap for what it is, actually.
I was expecting it to probably do a little more. As you can tell, you can't actually pick what phrase. I think it's just random.
Hold on. Try now.
Transform.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Transform. Nice.
So,
I said
if you have a big...
I said it to Primus, and Primus answered me.
How comfortable would you say that was, Jason?
Absolutely not very at all.
Not very.
I have an enormous head, and also you didn't install the padding in
No,
it.
with the padding and the sort of little harness that holds it securely in place, I cannot wear it. It's too narrow. I had to take all that out to get this on my head. And I think it's just going to remain a novelty,
The question is it worth that 200 plus?
Look, it's a big helmet. It looks like Optimus. The eyes light up and it says some shit. It looks good on the table, What more can I say?
I'm Peter Cullen, and I can say some shit.
It is what it is. If you're an idiot like me who spends too much on shit, then you'll probably be happy with it.
So, lots of people online, and your buddy Mick Flack says, you have no room in the house now, Simon Flack.
Tell him that when he
case-
dies, I'll have his house.
So the other thing that you can do with this is you could just choose to mount
Hi,
it.
Dad.
You could just choose to mount it on the wall and look like Optimus Prime has fallen victim to circuit breaker. There's a nice little Marvel G1 comics.
Oh my God, circuit breaker.
Will was like epic reveal when you were like you. You photobombed me. Cool. So,
Well, I mean, you've seen it for the first time.
Yes.
Your impressions, I'd like to hear. What do you think of it?
shall we automate the little lazy Susan? Shall I do that thing and then we can get it in the camera?
Everyone, we're going to move
Back, people.
everything back to minimum safe distance from the.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll just put
There we go.
I'll put my phone over here.
Oh, look at that.
Is that going to make that noise for the rest of the night?
It will, but I can turn it off in a minute. What are my thoughts? Is it worth it? I'm tempted to buy one.
It's a good looking piece. I mean, you get up close, it looks all right. You know, the wear and tear sort of.
I think it's interesting that there's wear and tear on the paint, but like, it's almost as if rather than actually having wear and tear on the paint, someone's come along with a silver Sharpie.
I did not want to say it. I didn't want to say. I don't want to be the one to say it, but yeah.
Have we got? Can you turn it around just a tad more?
Sure. I will turn it around just a tad more, just for you. There we go.
Yeah, it's going to take about.
It's definitely
like,
someone's taking a quick swish with a silver paintbrush
right
on
there.
it.
Like it's like they've just drawn a. It's gone. It's like they've just drawn a cross on it.
Wait. Maybe they've used one of those silver Sharpies.
That's what he just said.
Maybe they use
Cobra Troopers. Okay.
But look, I mean, it does. The effect is okay, unless you're going to come up with a magnifying glass. I think from a distance, it looks pretty good.
Rob goes monkeypox already.
No. Robbie's got Mikey pox. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Like if your name is not Mikey, you're immune to it.
I will point out that they did actually spare very little expense. They've detailed the whole interior too. I mean, why? Why would you bother?
Is it accurate? Like, can we actually tell what the inside of Prime's head looks like?
No.
I don't think we
really
can.
actually seen the inside, have they?
But you know, you got the usual little battery compartment.
Hey, Mick Flex says Lego takes priority.
Well, so the Lego Optimus Prime is due out 1st of June, $260. So if you could get the Lego Optimus Prime and stick this on the head of it, I think it might look like a bobblehead if you do. But I'm very excited for the Lego Optimus Prime. That looks fantastic.
You know, it's tough when your father, who that is, my farmer, has a bigger Lego collection than you do. I'm almost ashamed, but that's pretty cool.
I thought you were going to say it's tough when your father is trolling you from the live chat.
Yeah. Way to go, Mick. Way to go. You've taught him well.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I inherited the collector gene from him.
Yeah. Rob, you spin your right round, baby. Yeah, you like the Lazy Susan? It's pretty good, hey.
It's all right, man. That's all right.
Okay, cool. Let's get into the goodies.
Should I take him away? Take him away now?
Let's get into the goodies. Let's do it. Mick says, no thanks, I have 2 Bumblebee helmets here already.
Oh, he does too. He does, yeah.
Okay.
And he's got a Cyberman one as well.
Yeah.
Which Cyberman?
One of the newer ones.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So look, we're here for an unboxing.
Yes, let's do it.
Did you bring like the ceremonial unboxing implement? You did, yes.
Weapon.
There we go.
Yeah.
I haven't been trained to use that, so like, you know, I've not passed the safety inspections, but yeah.
Right. What shall we start?
Simon's looking at my Transformer.
You've got a box right here.
I do have a
speak of the devil.
I brought 2 Transformers, and I've brought an extra bonus Transformer because Mikey couldn't be here as well. So, how many items have you got to unbox then? All of them.
Just a book set and a figure.
2. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to go first. Now, I have been with a couple of my friends. I've been going through a reread of IDW's More Than Meets the Eye comic, and this has afforded me the idea that this has been sitting under my desk for a couple of years since I acquired it, and I don't know why it's been sitting under my desk, but we're going to haul up this big fella.
Whoa!
This is
put it on the turntable.
This is a third party transforming robot from a company called Mastermind Creations. They are very well known in the Transformers community for making bots that are based on IDW Comics designs. Very commonly the bots from IDW's Lost Light and More Than Meets the Eye series. This guy is part of the reformatted series, which is where they're not really masterpiece. They're more sort of Voyager scale. Apparently they don't really understand what kerning is in their font logo as well. So this guy is called Moors, but his comic name is Helix. He is a member of the Decepticon Justice Division. And I don't know if you guys know what the DJD is, but the DJD is known to be the enforcers of the Decepticon, the Decepticon army. They are the ones who go after the deserters. They go after those that they deem to have betrayed the Decepticon cause, or those who they think are defecting to Autobots or helping the Autobots out, and they murder them in the most gruesomely exaggerated way possible. Yep. So where I'm at in rereading More Than Meets the Eye, I'm about to meet the DJD for the first time. They're common enemies and threats throughout the entirety of the comic, and they're also utterly fantastic. They're fantastically realised in the comic. They're brand new characters made especially for the comic. Helix, or Mors, his alt mode is a smelting pit. And so when he comes across a deserter or anyone who has earned his ire, he will transform into his smelting pit mode, insert the person that he's caught into himself and melt them.
Okay.
So yes, quite the sadistic little Decepticreep.
Actually, speaking of MMC, Rob Franklin goes, I was very lucky to get my hands on MMC versions of Whirl and Roadbuster.
Oh yeah, very nice.
MMC do fantastic work.
They do.
I'm sure they do.
Without any further ado,
How
about let's officially crack that open. There we go. There's that there.
Baby.
It is officially cracked.
It's got a lot of dust on it. What's been happening?
It's been sitting under my desk. This is a 2020 release. It's not as if anything important happened in March 2020, is it? So it's been sitting under my desk for quite a while. Yeah. He's a big bot as well. Like the DJD has two giant members, and this guy is one of them. They're about, I think when I got this guy, I think he was about $350. Ghostbuster down! Ghostbuster down! I know.
You got slimed.
I did get slimed. It was always going to happen.
So, let's go. Yeah, there's a couple of additional bits in the box. I love third-party manufacturers. They never remember to put everything in the blister. They're just like, oh shit, we forgot the fists. Put them in a little baggie in there. No one will know. So let's put this down. And
is there a tape on it?
There is.
Oh, maybe you just set the.
That's fine. We're just gonna go. If it's not noisy, then it's not fun, right? There we go.
Yeah.
And like every third-party manufacturer, they just have to put a little bit of plastic in there.
Because they love you.
Why not? I know, yeah.
Ooh,
He is
that's not bad.
Wow.
enormous.
Is that heavy?
Oh, look, he's so big you get a second piece of it. That's great. He is quite, he's big, he's heavy. He's not as heavy as you might think.
Let's put him. Let's put.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's put him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Let's,
So is this the mobile
before we-
smelting pit
Yes,
mode?
the mobile smelting pit. Yes, I think we can set some guns up on him and things like that. I mean, I can't tell because I've only just opened it.
Looks like the Dark Knight Returns back tank.
It does kind of, doesn't it? And
the bat tank.
he does
It's
have.
always nice when they don't have to do an Earth mode. Like, obviously, I'm not that familiar with the IDW stuff, but this is clearly like Cybertronian.
Oh, yeah.
It is a cyber. Yeah. I mean, I do prefer the Cybertronian.
I actually own one of these, the ones who turns into the electric chair. Now, I don't know who it is or anything about him, but I know that G.I. Joe is fit in the electric chair. That's why I want it.
All right, I'm not really sure how to go about opening that there, but there we go. If you would like to turn on the turntable.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's very nice. It looks. I mean,
It's
a
got
great looking
chunk to it. It's got some heft.
Absolutely. Actually, it looks like a Joe Eagle.
It kind of does.
I'm thinking more of the Diaclone reboot stuff.
Yes, you're right. You nailed it. Yeah, definitely Diaclone reboot.
Very true.
Yeah. Very nice. So, how much was this, by the way?
A few hundred. Like little handles on the front. I'm not actually sure what to.
If you wanted to get it today, you said it was 2020. Is it appreciated a little? Or?
So the shame of these is that the big guys, the final members of the DJD, they were never particularly popular for MMC. So I was talking to someone the other day that I think they said that they lost money on them, even at their high price. So they're not going to reissue them. Seems very unlikely. So whatever they've put out in the world is the stock that's already out there in the world, and you'll have to acquire one of those if you
How
want to
many
get them.
members did they get out?
I think they've done the whole lot.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they've done the whole lot now. I've got Sarnicus and Tarn and the chair dude at home, and I've got the 2 big ones. I just haven't opened the other one either, so that's 5 of them. The DJD are named after 5 of the great Cybertronian cities before they fell. It's never quite certain whether they pass the name down from one to another if one of them gets killed, but there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, really nice.
Are you going to transform that?
I'll have a go, but I won't take it.
I don't know, a
on the
third
stream,
party,
like, someone
fresh
else
out
can
the
go.
box without instructions.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd...
Instructions are here.
You got this? Yeah.
Look, I think it'll probably take us another hour.
Probably. I've actually heard his transformation's pretty easy, but I'm going to do this while I think Simon might.
Yeah, we'll unbox something else.
Unbox
All
something.
right.
All right, let's do
Well,
it. Cool.
it may be a little bit of a departure for
just go?
Toy Reel,
Not at
but
all.
what I'm going to do is
That's sacrilege. You can't say departure.
I'm going to show a book, an art book.
Great.
Now, this is the limited edition slipcase version of the Apex edition of Brian Bolland, the artist. I don't know, if you don't know 2000D, you'd probably know, well, The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Would you say that'd be his most famous work to American readers?
I think so. I mean, but when I think of Boland, but when I think of Boland, I always think of Dredd in 2000 AD. That's Boland for me.
So, it's the sketch cover.
I'll put it on the Lazy Susan.
No, it's not going to.
There's his coloured
You
work.
just turn it around.
Yeah.
Use my fingers.
So what would you say? Would you say? Well, I mean, quintessential Boland would be Dredd or Killing Joke?
For me, it's Dredd. This is what I grew up on. I think his art is, it's just so precise, so clinical. Like, what this is a book. This is the full-size, high-resolution scans of the original artwork from 2000 AD. British comic in the late 70s was released. Sci-fi. Judge Dredd was pretty much the breakout character. You probably know him from, if you don't know the comics, you may have heard of the old Stallone film or the Carl Urban one.
Yeah. I mean, let's not forget there was an excellent Dredd movie with Carl Urban.
It was the best. I loved it. And pleased to say that I finally got Brian Bolland's signature on something.
Wow, amazing! This is such a great book of news. So tell us a bit about where you acquired this from and how.
Well, Rebellion, the current publishers of 2000 AD, they're going to be doing these Apex editions. Now I'm going to pop up a bit, but this is the artwork that's out there that still exists, that they or at least people have owned up to owning, because a lot of it in the early days just went walkabout.
Yes. And we were discussing something about the Judge Death stuff.
Yeah. The entire the first appearance of Judge Death is apparently in someone in Hong Kong's hands who doesn't want to admit it because it's basically stolen at this point. But this is some of his earliest stuff.
Well, hang on. Can we just zoom in on that page, because I'm pretty sure that's Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, it is. This was one
What's
episode.
the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
He was out he was going across the cursed earth to take a vaccine to Mega City 2, and
is that the Mikey Pox vaccine?
It is indeed. Tutti frutti.
Is that better now, Craig? Evidently, my transmitter wasn't turned on.
Oh no! Clinton put us through 11 audio tests.
I love the fact that you can see where they've taped on the old speech bubbles and all the annotations around the edge, and this is the actual size the artwork was done at. And just the paper, just the attention to detail.
Craig. Yeah,
I'll just show.
I gotta say,
my favourite. Where is it?
What do you think of Curtis Square's work then, compared to Bolt?
Carlos?
Yeah. Carlos Escobar.
He, for me, is the definitive Dredd artist.
Yeah.
Like, just look at that double spread page of, this is from the Judge Child Quest. Like, just because he was such a slow artist. That's
Yeah.
why he ended up, he became more famous for his covers. Like DC, he'd done a big run of Wonder Woman and Animal Man, Grant Morrison. He'd done some, just tremendous
I find
stuff.
there's slight similarities between.
Look at that.
How different can you draw a Dredd though? That's amazing. Look at that.
Well, he's one of the artists who really, to me, there'd be McMahon, there'd be Bolland,
Esquerra.
Esquerra.
Beasley was my favorite.
Those are the ones who defined what Dredd looked like. And what was great about them is they all had their own unique take. Obviously, McMahon was a bit more, out there, big boots and that. But Bolland was just so precise.
Yeah. Craig, I am definitely getting the Higher Toys Dredd stuff.
Oh, me too.
Simon, yeah.
Me too. I think we'd both say we were disappointed how Free A went out.
Oh, absolutely.
We got 3 of the 4 Dark Judges. And speaking of the 3 Dark Judges, look at that. Look how good that
amazing.
was. That was their first appearance.
Yeah.
It's just
but
fantastic.
you know what 3A never made?
Judge Fire.
Fire. So there was Mortis,
Death, Fear, Mortis, Fire, and Death.
but Fire was never made.
They never got round to
Exactly.
it. Or I remember Ashley Wood was at a Supernova. This is when they were still doing them in the 12-inch scale.
Yes.
And he said they weren't selling.
So Craig goes that the definitive Dredd is hard to judge.
Oh, punnery. I like it. The sentence is 20 years, creep.
Yeah, the art style looks similar to Neil Adams, he reckons, Boland stuff. Neil Adams.
Man, look at that.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, Boland is amazing. Yeah. I think Carlos for me, maybe close second.
Like a particular favourite of mine, like obviously, he only really worked. He only had like about maybe 50 pages of work in actual 2000 AD, and then he moved on to more the cover stuff. It was just, he was that slow. He couldn't do sequential.
Hey, Mick goes, Judge Charles was the best.
No, definitely the Apocalypse War.
Yeah.
For me, that was the best story.
Yeah.
But I always liked, he done all when they started doing the reprints for America through Eagle Comics.
Yeah.
Like, I like all this. You can see the original sketches he was doing for these covers.
Amazing. That's great. I'm so jealous. So, is this still available? And
No, well, not this edition. This was the big signed one, and this was the Apex edition. There is, I think there was a cheaper one, but this was one of 500.
Wow.
Well, this is number 270. I didn't get.
I mean, to me, this is comic art at its finest. I think really at its peak. Just when you.
It's so good to see these, because these were done on your basic US comic book size. So to actually see them at their original size and see the artwork in all its
Psychic
glory.
Anderson. There she goes. Looking at that, I just feel I'm really bummed that they never actually did another version with Carl Urban in it for the Dredd movie.
I do think that is one of the great disappointments of recent history, because
Never say never. Never say never.
Like, yes, you're right. Never say never. They do keep popping up every couple of years and just saying, we're trying to work something.
There was supposed to be a TV show, Mega City One.
I think
yes,
which is stuck in development hell.
Yeah.
But no, Carlo, like, it didn't do well at the movies, but once it got on DVD, like word of mouth, it's probably done better business than. It's possible. If someone out there with deep pockets wants to go ahead and fund,
Can someone please get Jeff Bezos to, like, he's not doing The Expanse
Carl
anymore.
Urban was so good in that film, so good. He was actually a fan too, and he played Dredd. It
was fantastic.
Obviously, the uniform changed a little to be a little more realistic, more sort of paramilitary, but other than that, I think he captured it, and he did not take off his helmet. Absolutely. He had the chin and the voice down.
Yeah.
He was perfect. But
okay.
I ordered that sometime early last year, and COVID. It was supposed to have come out in January, but there was the special paper they used. There was a shortage, and they couldn't get it. It was just really weird. But the next one is the Mike McMahon book for the Apex edition of that, and I've ordered that.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping the Kevin O'Neill Like, I think Kevin O'Neill, between Bolin and Kevin O'Neill, my two favourite artists of all time.
I'm so jealous. I really love that.
It's beautiful. The only problem I have now is where the hell am I going to put it? Look at the size of that. That is a coffee table.
Yeah, you can put legs on it and that can be your coffee table.
You don't want people getting greasy fingers on that, though. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
Craig goes, I think when people think of Bolin, the Killing Joke comes to mind. Well, we said that.
I would say if you were an American, you would probably think of Bolin from the Killing Joke.
For me, Bolin, it's always been Dread.
Oh, exactly. I grew up on this stuff, so yeah.
So 2080 Bolin Dread for sure. But absolutely, Killing Joke was one of Bolin's finest pieces.
Camelot 3000 was one he done himself, fully illustrated. Yeah. But I think you have to say he was mainly known for his cover work.
Absolutely, yeah. Rob Franklin goes, may have to wait for Urban to finish on the boys first. So then before we get Dread. I mean, they've been talking about doing another sequel to Dread, but frankly, I'm not hopeful. I'm
not going to hold my breath.
I don't think it did well enough that it's a shoe-in, but I think, like everyone wants a hot property on streaming these days. So maybe there's maybe there's a possibility that like one of the little streaming services will come out, just do a limited series.
I mean, Carl Urban's profile has. He was always he's probably, to me, he's one of the ultimate genre actors. Like Doom, Lord of the Rings, The Boys, Dread, Star Trek. Like the guy, has he been in Star Wars? I don't think. No, that's about it. That's probably the only big IP property he hasn't stuck his finger in.
Yeah. Have you managed to finish that guy yet? Okay.
Look, there we go. Officially, it's done.
Don't give up, man. We got faith.
I'm being told I'm right.
Do you want to put it up there?
Sure. Yeah, there we go.
It looks like a
gorilla.
A gorilla.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not? Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
So here's the thing, right? I think I got like 3 steps into the instructions. Now I don't know what that piece. I don't know what that part is. Like, what the hell is that?
There we go.
Oh wait, that's that part. Never mind.
Okay. So you happy with this?
Oh yeah.
It's been sitting under your desk for a long time, then.
Yeah. He's been sitting under my desk for a long time. But like I always knew when I got him out, like he'd be the same bot that he was when I bought him. So like, it's gonna be fine.
Rob goes, give it time. I'm sure Urban will add Star Wars to his resume. Well, there you go.
Yes, I think that's very likely. Everyone else is in Star Wars at the moment.
Shall we do a book? The second book?
Let's do another book.
Let's do another book?
Yeah,
we've never done books on this before. Now we've got 2. Okay.
Books are like buses for Toy Reel. You go for a few years and don't have one of them, and then suddenly 2 of them come along.
What kind of bus?
Bendy bus.
Short bus.
Short bendy bus.
Okay, well, I got this from a gentleman called Steve Sterling. I've been after one of these for a while. I missed out on the actual initial order, which I think Dark Horse offered on their site, as a special where you would get another special edition bonus copy. And this is the Toys, up there, something like that. Toys of He-Man and Masters of the Universe. Beautiful hardcover, authored by Val Staples, who is also the brainchild of the He-Man.org, group. And this was actually, I think, initiated by also the famous YouTuber called Pixel Dan. And he's done, and basically put this whole thing together. I mean, Val really was best known for his art for stuff in Masters of the Universe in 2002, and is co-founder of the comic studio MV Creations, who published the comic, and then Staples works also for a variety of different comic publishers, including DC and others, and then, like I said, is a founder primarily of He-Man.org. Now, this is a massive 700-page, full-color hardcover chronicling all the quintessential toys. Actually, I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to put it here.
Yeah, that one won't fall over.
That one won't fall over. Anyway, so get Dave to get a nice close-up of that. So it's a wonderful 700-plus page thing. In the 1980s, as we all know, Masters Universe toy line shook the world of children's entertainment to its foundations and core, including mine. So YouTube.
I thought it was Kevin Smith that shook Masters of the Universe.
Oh no!
to its
No!
foundations.
Now YouTube influencer Pixel Dan Erdely and He-Man historian Dale Staples, like I said before, worked with fans worldwide to essentially put this or cultivate this incredible book that you see in front of us that contains incredible in-depth interviews with every person that's related to the MOTU or Masters of the Universe franchise. And including all the complete toy lines from 1982 Masters of the Universe toy line, 1985 Princess of Power, 1989 He-Man, 2002 Masters of the Universe relaunch, and then 2008 Masters of the Universe classics.
Wow.
Everything in there, expertly researched documentation of toys development, including all the variants that you'll find. We all know that Mattel, for me being a big He-Man fan, the whole entire what would they call what's that sort of thing? How did Mattel do it? It was like
Lawyers?
No.
That's how they do everything else.
No. It was like subscription-based toys. Yeah, that's right, because it's made for adult collectors.
Matty Collector.
Matty Collector, that's right. So a lot of people did that. So in this book, you'll literally see that every entry, okay, includes photographic reference of all the figures, the play sets, and decades of development. It also features never before seen interviews and designer commentary from the toy creators, including insights into the genesis of all the products that basically inspired millions of kids and young kids like myself during the time. Anyway,
I am just looking through the pages here, and I am dying to have a look at this properly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 700 pages compendium. It's the perfect addition, personally, for me to any of the Masters Universe fans as far as collector is concerned. Now, with that original thing, now you can still buy that, but if you got in early, this is what it came with. So it came with this additional. If you got that early, you would have this. So this is the Character Guide and World Compendium Supplement Volume Number 1. So if you bought that early, you would have. This came as an addition as well.
Okay. So what does this contain that book doesn't?
So this is again more based on the characters itself, based on the lore. It's Character Guide complete as opposed to just the toy lines. So these are. And in fact, this is actually I think available. I actually have the complete compendium, and this is only volume 1. So I'm not going to open this. I'm just going to hang on to that. And yeah. So look, incredible. I mean, some of the stuff in there, I'm not going to go through it, but for those of you guys that want to check it out, I highly recommend this. I'm a big Masters of the Universe fan. I love all my classics, primarily because also that all the classics were essentially sculpted by the Four Horsemen Studios. So, and then now with Mattel with the new line, I don't mind it. I like it. Masterverse. I don't know about you, but
I'm with the 2000X line.
Well, in fact, tonight we were going to unbox certain things. 2000X, you had actually almost all the figures, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. The only thing I had everything boxed. I still have everything boxed.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm missing is the European release Castle Grayskull in the Snake Man box.
Oh. I really like the King Hiss version of 2000X. Like, just the design.
I just remember, it must have been, obviously around 2002, walking into Toys R Us and just seeing the big relaunch. And I was just blown away by the designs. Like, man, they look so cool. And I'm like, I'm going to get this. So I just started buying a couple here and there. You know, you start off, it's like drugs. You start off small, you just get a He-Man. Oh, just get a Skeletor too.
How's that again?
All right, cool. So
yeah, we're all into plastic.
by the power of Grayskull goes Rob Franklin. So there you go. That's books on Toriel.
That's fantastic.
That's books. So I'm glad we actually got to unbox some books.
Can you just show off a couple of pages?
Sure, let's do it. Let's show us a couple of pages. Why not?
Look, let's show them basically. Oh, sorry, what's this?
I don't know. It's
You nearly spilled your apple juice.
That. But look, that's what people are getting there. So it looks like there's a page or two for each character, you know.
Yeah. So, it is very in depth. Definitely in depth.
I think if you're a serious collector of the toys, or maybe even not a serious collector, but like this would just be just an amazing checklist as well.
It's amazing. I do, in reference. So I'm going to be definitely checking some things off that book when I have the time to reorganize my entire shelf, which is off screen and off camera. 2025, possibly when it does happen. So anyway, that's books.
That new book smell.
That's book. It does, and I'm sure I'd love to smell yours as well. It's plastic. Smell that plastic. Smell that plastic. It's so good. Anyway, okay, so that's done. That's me. That's books, and we've got something else later on.
Can we
unbox something else?
Can we check back in for an update on Helix?
Okay, let's check back for an update.
Making progress, right? Making progress, doing all right. He's a bit back heavy actually, but
did Simon just endorse us taking drugs? That's what Craig said.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The only drugs I've ever taken are one my doctors have prescribed for me.
Yeah. Are we doing the 360? Are you going to put him on there? No,
he's not done yet.
So Rob Franklin goes, Ram Man was my first MOTU figure. What was your first MOTU figure? Even if it was
Merman.
Merman?
Back as a kid, it was Merman with his corn on the cob sword.
Yeah, corn on the cob. I love it. It is. It
looks like a big corn on the cob.
Yeah, you look at the vintage
his
stuff.
2000X version looked insane. I remember he was one of the ones that caught my eye. Yeah, and I just thought, oh, it was such a good update. They made him look, so creepy. Oh, he just looks fantastic.
Craig just went, I still can't figure out what Jason's actually transforming. Do you want to enlighten him?
Dude, I mean, like, if you rewind the stream, I am transforming the MMC DJD member known in the comics as Helix, but known to the rest of us in the toy line as MMC Moors. So it is a little bit of an unusual thing because he actually has two sets of arms. He's got the little arms here and he's got the giant ones here. I'm also struggling with the instructions to figure out what the heck goes where. I know there's a head in here, and I don't really know how to get it out of there. But but I will. All
right.
That's the one I need.
While he figures that out, let's unbox something else. Simon, what else can we unbox? Come on, baby.
Sorry, Ed, I just realised that's the 3.0 Castle Grayskull Snake Man edition box I need.
There you go.
Is there a little checkbox in the thing?
No, that was my Lee's guides. Okay, well, the only other thing I happen to bring along would be not much, just Joy Toy Warhammer.
Hey.
Nice. Okay, now, I know he was busting to actually
Have you completed the training on the blade safety?
From the streets.
It's not okay. By the way, just so you know, it's not okay to bleed on the toys.
Don't bleed on toys.
So, as I'm sure some people may be aware, I'm a huge Warhammer fan.
Okay, tell us why, mate. Tell us why. Give us a primer.
It makes the Star Wars universe look like play school.
Yeah, but give us a primer real quick.
All right. It is the year 40,000, 38,000 years in the future. Humanity is on the brink of becoming a psychic race. They're beset on all sides in a dying, stagnant empire by aliens, mutants, traitors, heretics.
The United Australia Party.
Yep.
They're led by a corpse on a throne. And
it's looking pretty dire for the human race, isn't
Boris Johnson is in it as well.
In the grim darkness of the far, far future, there is only war. Now, you might have seen, obviously you saw last weekend, I had another pack of these.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
He's unboxed a series of boxes.
Yes.
Would everyone like a box to unbox? Because I have 4 boxes.
All right.
Now, what you got here is a little unit. These are the Space Marines, genetically engineered super soldiers. They're the creme de la creme, the elite forces of humanity.
Writing. There we go. Well, I know your apple juice.
It's not apple juice. Okay, sorry.
Don't make things up, Clint.
Okay, sure.
Each of the Space Marines belongs to what's called a chapter. You get 1,000 guys. They've all got their own history. Think of them as like a knightly order, quasi-religious order. They're all very crusading knights. But
they're basically like Templar Knights, Space Templar Knights.
Yeah. There's a lot of religious overtones in the 40,000th millennium.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. This is Joy Toy. These are fantastic. 1/18 scale figures. Articulation up the wazoo. And that is a technical term.
Is that a technical term? I've always struggled with it.
Hang on, we need to do the quick. There we go, baby.
So there you go. You get my little card. I don't read Chinese, so I don't know much about Brother Beric. Let's pop this open.
Brother Beric.
Where's the Chinese on it?
On the back.
It's there. It's a toy toy. It's a toy toy. Anyway, you can see on screen now. This is the Hunter Pack. Comes in a set of 4. Yes, the box does contain 4 figures, 4 variants. Very exciting. I think Simon's about to put that guy on.
So there we go. Let me just
all right.
deck him out in all his finery.
All right, I'm just
So
going
each one of them comes with a bear head and a helmeted head and a monstrous weapon.
A monstrous weapon.
That I can't get out of the box because I have stubby fingers.
These guys have a slightly different color to
Well, the ones I had before basically belong to a different knightly order, shall we say.
or faction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all on the same side, but they're also, these guys have been around, their unit has been around for 10,000 years, so to speak.
Yep.
And has gained its own traditions, way of fighting, colour schemes. Now these guys, the Space Wolves, recruit from a particular world that's basically, Dark Ages, Northern Europe. It's Viking land.
Yeah,
Barbarians, savages,
Yeah.
wolfy wolves.
So is it the Midwest of America?
No, not quite. Not quite.
You sure?
I'm very sure. So, okay, there's one set up.
That looks amazing. Katie McMaster goes, if you don't bleed for your hobby, are you really that serious?
Wow.
Did you draw blood?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
All right, well,
Okay.
here we go.
There we go. Let's make a pact now.
You've all seen Aliens, right? Put your hand down. Ready?
But that does look good. Look at that. That's amazing on screen. Wow, it looks nice. Dave's telling me to go do this, so I'm gonna do that. Hang on, whatever that means. But
On the catwalk, baby.
Do the
Shake his
thing.
little tush.
no, I'm just gonna move the guy. There we go. He's moved. There we go. We got that moving around.
Look, he is a model. We know what you mean.
Where's that vitamin water? Sorry, Taylor, I've already finished it. Thank you.
You guzzled that vitamin water really
Does the
fast.
helmet go over the other head, or is it a swap out?
No, it's a swap out.
There you
so
go.
I'll show everyone.
Show the swap out.
So you can see he comes with different. Is that on the screen there?
Yeah, it is on the screen.
So he
now.
comes with a couple of different hands. There's a pistol.
Whee!
Let it all fall out.
Well, that's all falling out.
And then you've got his little helmeted head there, so you can swap it out. It's just a dumbbell peg.
Actually, what I'm going to do is
Look at
put the
that,
head
I found the
here,
head.
and then Dave can. Can I get him to
My
hold?
goodness, the engineering on that.
Oh my goodness!
Hold on 1 second.
Oh.
Let me see.
My goodness! He's still very much trying to transform something that was going to be done.
I worked out how to get the head out.
Dave, there you go. So, he's holding the helmet now.
On the helmet.
Very nice. Very, very cool.
But so if you can see on the back,
Yep.
there's the other ones. One of them is the squad leader and comes with a giant chainsaw sword. You got to remember that this guy is actually in scale to a stormtrooper. These are 1/18th, and
Yes.
these, as I said, these guys are probably about 7.5, 8 foot tall in the lore because they're jacked full of steroids and extra bones and organs.
They are very nice. They're incredible.
The law. I am the law.
Oh, they
Okay.
are the law of the 41st millennium in the Imperium, the angels of death.
There we go. I got a question for you. Now, if someone were, would you say you would probably now get rid of your McFarlane ones and collect these?
Well, I know we've spoken about this before, but my biggest problem is space.
Yeah.
I like these probably around the same price. Like you're looking at about, this pack was 160 from Sugo.
For a pack of 4.
For
So
the
it's a pack of 4.
Yeah.
So, that works out to be about $40 each compared to McFarlane. Obviously, you're getting more plastic, but this has got a better paint job in my opinion. I think it's a little better on the extras. I like the proportions on it. And because of its size, an idiot like me can army build to his heart's content. Whereas, you've seen yourself how big McFarlane stuff is. 10 Marines takes up a lot of space,
Yeah.
And there's 1,000 in a chapter, and
Wow.
I'm going to build one.
Ooh, wow.
You're going to build 1,000.
You really are going to do that?
Daddy don't need to eat that much.
Oh, yeah. Talk about OCD, huh? yeah, absolutely. I get you.
But the problem is, they're releasing all the other ones. So I think I showed you, they got the yellow ones, the Imperial Fist, there's the Blood Angel guys.
Yep.
Like here, unless you like want to pick a battle and just stick to one particular type of unit or chapter, you're going to be in for a long haul.
I have to say, for 118, incredible amount of articulation, and also the paint applications are amazing. I would think they probably use a bit more. I think these guys look slightly cleaner. They don't look like they're battle worn.
No, they're basically parade ready. I mean, they're pretty much. You've seen what people do with the McFarlane stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take a paintbrush to these or whatever.
Yeah,
you can weather them up, put some powders on.
Yeah. So Craig goes, no. Will Jason finish transforming into it before the stream is over? Stay tuned to find out.
Because he's nearly done. So thank you, Craig, for your show of faith. We'll talk later.
Yeah, Simon is like 12 feet tall, so you definitely need to eat, man. That's like regular to go. Cool. So how many more are they releasing as far as those are concerned? So how many more factions do you think?
I think they'll work through a few of them. They started with the Space Marines. Yeah. There's the Imperial Guard guys coming out next, which is just your basic 1 million strong human army.
Yeah.
I haven't seen there's vehicles. They've done some of the big walkers, the mechs, like big powered suits and dreadnoughts, which is like basically a tank powered by a crippled Space Marine's nervous system.
How good is that?
Just nice stuff.
See, the thing about 118th, right, is that with McFarlane stuff, because they're so huge, it's impossible.
You're never going to get
You're never going to get.
But this, I mean, well, look at the subway. I mean, if you can release an AT-AT, you can release, some of these guys' tanks.
Where is my AT-AT?
It's
up there. It's up there.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Cool. That's very nice. Well, so yeah, I'm very tempted.
Well, I'm going in on this. I don't know if I'm going to be like the master completist, and I'm pick them up where I can. I think in Australia, I've seen Sugo has a lot of them. If you miss out, Show Z Store is getting them in, and I like he's always reliable.
Yeah.
Him, her, they, whoever they are.
Not they are. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, 160, not too bad. All right, you finished?
I'm finished.
You're finished.
I'm finished. Are you ready?
Wow.
Look at this. Look at this chonky boy.
You got to make sure he's going to stand. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
That is the definition of chonk.
Can you? There, look at that. I feel like I should turn him back around now. He'll get there eventually. He'll get
around.
there.
Let Dave do his thing.
Yeah. So one of the things I actually really like about it, which we'll see in about 5 minutes' time when it finishes turning around. So I mentioned he's got the 2 sets of hands. So he's got a sort of a tiny, small little like T-Rex set of hands, and he's also got these giant ones that have 3 fingers. Stop. I'm just going to turn it around.
Turn around.
There we go.
Yeah, keep going.
Excuse me. So you've got these giant hands out here for like grabbing opponents and foes and the like. And so they've just got like 3 big fingers on there. So and each of the fingers is quite well articulated. And then when you get to the smaller T-Rex hands, they're just sort of regular hands. He looks fantastic. And I kind of think if are you able to get in on the face, Dave, or? If you get in on the face, I will have some of my drink. I actually reckon he looks like an angry little evil bumblebee.
Angry little evil bumblebee.
I say little, he's quite large. And it's actually, I should actually point out that they do ship replacement fists for the little hand there as well. So yeah, like very, very happy with him. These guns will go on somewhere, I don't know, I'll work it out. I think they can actually go on as shoulder cannons, but I think you can also set them under the shoulder as well. Can you fit a smaller bot inside the chest cavity? Not in robot mode. In alt mode, I'm not sure. Like in these alt mode, it doesn't quite open up enough to do it. But you can always pretend.
Can.
Very cool.
Using the power of your mind.
Nice
Craig goes,
headstock.
I missed the vehicle mode. Can you transform me back at the end of the stream, Jason?
I think he's staying in robot mode. To be perfectly honest,
You're messing with him, Craig. You're messing with him.
I gotta say, like the MMC figures, the reformatted line, and I know Craig just recently got one of the Perfection series figures, which is their masterpiece style line. The Perfection series figures, a little bit fiddlier on the transformation. The reformatted line, they're actually pretty basic. Like, once I figured out where things went and things like with the hands, I wasn't even sure because it was clipped together so much around the fists. I wasn't even sure that he had fists in there, but once I saw in the instructions, yes, you clip it open. There's like the narrowest of slots. You can just slip your fingernail in there and prise it open. Like it is actually pretty simple, and everything moves nicely, and you get a bit of confidence in the movement. So yeah, no, I'm very, very happy with it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, he's quite nice, isn't he?
Cool.
Does that mean it's my turn to open another transformer? Am I the only one with things remaining to open?
I
Have you got something else?
have something there. Open.
I think you should go because otherwise then
yeah?
it's just me talking.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. Have you done? You're done.
I'm done.
You're
I'm
done.
spent.
Well, okay. I'm very excited about this guy. Okay.
Oh, this looks familiar.
Let's move. How many Ghostbuster fans here?
Oh.
Yes.
Of course, we're talking about.
I didn't dabble in the toy line. I did have a toy Slimer and that toilet that popped an eyeball. Oh no.
See how they reissued that?
Yeah, I have
they
seen it.
reissued them recently. They did Ecto-1 recently as well. The real Ghostbusters line.
I mean, we are talking about an institution.
What was the one with the monkey?
the
He had a gorilla. The real Ghostbusters.
real Ghostbusters?
That was the ABC Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
wasn't it? The one where they had the little.
Yeah,
that
it was
was
a
the-
monkey with a hat.
Yeah, there was the Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yes.
Not Ghostbusters.
But it was the
Not-
real
not
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. No.
So Ghostbusters was so when they purchased the name Ghostbusters, or they had the rights to use the word Ghostbusters for the movie, they didn't secure the rights for TV and for cartoons, and so Hanna-Barbera rushed out their Ghostbusters cartoon based on an old comic property, and so this is why these are branded the real Ghostbusters for the cartoon, because they were trying to sort of take back the name and say, no, actually this is the one that's based on the movie.
Well, the real Ghostbusters is an American animated television series, which was.
I think we were just talking about
I know,
this.
but I'm just going to.
He's going on his scripts now.
I like
He's
how
off.
he's telling me how to. No, let's go.
I'm telling you, I'm telling the viewer.
The view, yes, it is
Yeah.
the view. But I wanted to give them a bit more detail because I am going on script. But it is a spin-off sequel of the 1984 comedy film Ghostbusters, and the series ran from September 11 or 19th, actually 1986, all the way to October 5th, 1991, and was produced by Columbia Pictures Television and DIC Enterprises, distributed by Coca-Cola Telecommunications. Interesting piece of.
Coca-Cola telecommunications.
Yeah, Coca-Cola Telecommunications, I believe it or
I
not.
must have sold that.
Yeah, so it sold a whole series of Peter Venkman, Egon Spengler, Ray Stantz, Winston Zeddemore, and obviously their secretary, as well as their mascot Slimer, who is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Now, this particular toy is something I've been looking for, which is evidently now selling for hundreds of dollars on eBay. It's one of those things that they've short packed in this series line. So essentially, the toy line was modeled after the original vintage line back in the 80s, which I recall buying when I was, I think, 14 years old, and I was in Las Vegas, and I actually dragged my parents to Toys R Us, and they bought me that line of toys. So to me, when they reissued this, I went, wow, that brings back so many memories of the original vintage toy line. It was created by Ken in 1986, through all the way to 1991, and mostly related to the animated series. And then they had things like one of the quintessential toys they had was Ecto-1, as well as the Ecto Charger, and they were actually in reference to the Ghostbusters 2 film. And then there was some issue with Filmation, so that's why when there was some sort of IP issue with Filmation, they then had to call it the real Ghostbusters as opposed to the Ghostbusters. So there you go. This is from the Diamond Select Ghostbusters 7-inch line for the Ghostbusters universe. And in this particular line, the first series, you can actually buy them and you can make the rooftop diorama. With this one, has anyone seen that, the rooftop diorama? So you buy all these figures individually, you can actually get pieces. So it's like Build-A-Figure, so to speak. Sorry. Oh, you want to turn it? Oh, you want me to turn the thing? Okay. I like the way it goes. Turn.
To everything.
Turn. Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I think, is that the diorama for this series, is the front of the station?
Yes.
Because I was going to say, it's on the back, but
It
if
is.
we let it turn around,
Yeah.
then people will be
But when
able to see
you
it.
talking about the rooftop diorama, you're talking about the dogs and the...
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you mean the rooftop?
I remember, I've seen that, yeah, I
Yes.
know
So
what
when
you're
you said the
talking
rooftop,
about.
I thought you meant the roof of the station. Like, that doesn't
Sorry.
sound very interesting.
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I was talking about where Gozer comes in. Goes,
Yeah.
the gatekeeper, and you know they go up there and they fight Marshmallow Man, and they finally get
Collect all 15 figures in
Yes.
Series 6 to 10 to build the firehouse doors.
exactly. So sorry, I'm going to keep
That's no
turning that
small
around.
feat. All
Can we
15.
cut back to the main
Does that
thing?
mean
Have a look at
this
it.
This is a builder door?
It's a build a firehouse.
It's a
a
builder
bad.
door.
Build build a door.
Yeah.
So all the figures were based like whether in their basic and then select versions up to series I think 9, actually series 10. So series 1 had 1 to 5. Select figures come with diorama parts to build a rooftop temple, and then from 6 to 10, figures came with diorama parts to build a firehouse headquarters.
Does this actually have power? Like, does the streams light up? Because it
No.
looks like there's an LED on the front.
No, there isn't.
okay.
The Mezco figures are the ones that light up, and they were based off the original movie itself. But
It is at this point that I feel compelled to point out that I never really understood why in the cartoon Egon had like bouffant blonde hair. But yeah, I totally go with it. And
Is it like a likeness thing they didn't want to pay to use it or something? I can only imagine.
I don't know.
It's got some nice equipment.
no, okay.
Yeah, I know the proton pack's pretty
Only a
good
little
too.
PK meter down there, extra hands.
So IDW, Rob Franklin goes, IDW have published a fantastic Ghostbusters series. They even had the movie version Ghostbusters Across Dimensions and meet animated campouts. That's really cool. I didn't know that actually. So there you go. Check it out.
Who is the redhead supposed to be?
So that's meant to be Dan Aykroyd. So that's meant to be Ray Stantz.
Is there a Bill Murray
yeah.
figure?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Is there a Bill Murray figure?
Yes, there is. So
So you'll notice they all have different, slightly different coloured jumpsuits as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
Stance was redhead in this.
So you can see in the film. So that's the thing. I think that was the appeal about the departure in which. I mean, like
It helps
it's cartoon.
differentiate them.
Yeah. Oh yes, there I see.
Otherwise
He
it's a
fell over. He's lying down. having
Otherwise,
a
it's a bunch of white guys.
Yes, correct. So this has now finally completed the set, which I was really hanging out for, which I put in front of the PC and therefore took a couple of tumbles down here, and I'll just lean them up here so it doesn't fall over. Put it over there.
Check out Bill Murray.
Yeah. So that's Bill Murray, or like I said,
Peter Venkman.
Peter Venkman.
Yeah. And you got to remember, his main contribution to the series is, of course,
Oh, those T-joint.
Those T-joints, yeah, I know. But I'm really happy that I finally found this, courtesy of Jason. Oh, actually, I'm going to just turn this around because that stopped. But yeah, so those are the two you see on screen now. We got Winston Zedmore, and we have
So young.
Ray Stantz. Yeah,
he looks so young. We're so used to Bill Murray being so old in everything now. Like he looks so young. But it's
I don't think Bill Murray's ever looked that young, even when he became famous on SNL.
It's an
He
excellent
looked kind of
sculpt,
old.
though.
So shall I whip him over?
No, don't.
No, really?
Do it.
Do it?
No,
Yes.
don't. Don't
Yes
do
or
it.
no? Shall we do it?
Yes.
Well, it is an
yeah,
unboxing.
I mean, so we're
Oh, you're tearing the pack.
an Australian YouTube channel. So the answer is yeah. No. Oh my God.
You savage.
I'm a savage. Smash it. So that's the part. So that's the firehouse part.
Barbarian.
I am. So it's a base in this portion of the firehouse part, which will complete the firehouse, which I don't have on screen, and I didn't bother to bring it here and show anyone. So there you go. Slack. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, look at that! Didn't I do a stellar job in just ripping that apart?
Yeah.
Apart.
You've dismembered.
Actually, I can just throw that over there now. There you go. What is it with cable ties? These things are just brutal. Okay, well I unbox this. Jason, shall we do your baby and tell us a bit about that? So there you go. Real Ghostbusters, something I've been hanging out for, and now I finally completed the set. I'm very, very chuffed about that. Thank you, Jason.
Very nice.
Cool.
I'm happy for you.
Can I borrow that blade?
You may. Have you completed the mandatory safety training?
Yes, I have.
You have, okay.
Yeah.
I hope so, because it's your knife.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right. While you do that,
Uh-huh.
I am gonna bring out my next piece to unbox, which is something that's actually a little bit special. This is an Australian-made toy. People in Sydney, those of us in Sydney probably won't be very familiar with this, but this is a transformer. Oh wait, can we move to the other? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. This is an Australian-made transformer, as accurately modelled by Ray Stantz. He's a W-class tram from Melbourne. Absolute classic fixture of Melbourne's streets. The super old trams, the oldest ones that they have. This is essentially, I'm pretty sure that it's 3D printed, possibly some resin cast. It's made by a gentleman named David Lee, I believe.
Shout out to David Lee.
Very big shout out to David, who made sure that I was one of the first to get one of the production models.
You
of
lucky
his
devil.
His Transformer. And you can find out more about it. It's called Project Transformation. And he's even, I love the fact that he's even done like the Transformers Gen Select style box with the brown box with the print on the side. There's a sort of a nod to the old Melbourne public transport system with the logo on there as well, and also the ticketing. So those of us who've lived in Melbourne, Melbourne's public transport system for ages, they would give you a paper ticket and they'd clip the day on which you purchase it. So he's even clipped through the card on the date there, which is, I think this is actually numbered up to 35, and so the initial production run of this was 35. So I apparently have number 6.
Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
So without any further ado, not wanting to destroy anything to open this up, I'll pull that out there and I'll put this off to one side.
I'm gonna put these down. Yeah, let's take the tram dudes and put them center stage.
Yeah, I do have to warn you. I may not want to transform the tram because I think it might look a little bit fiddly to get out. Very cool. So I haven't opened this before, and so things that you've got in the box there. There's a nice sort of a certificate of ownership. Congratulations on your purchase of your new Transformer W class. You have unit 6 of 35. So I was right. He did clip it on the production run. It says it was designed and built in Melbourne and printed with 100% Australian materials.
I think you got a fan.
Oh, damn, I want one. There we go. The production unit is covered with a 1-year warranty. Sorry, David, I haven't opened it within a year of getting it. In the event of any parts breaking from transforming and normal play, that's lovely. So there's a bit of information there. There's also a little welcome aboard thing, which
what a nice touch.
if we can jump
Very nice.
to that.
Dave's going to switch.
Yeah. So again, the old. If I pop that over there.
Welcome aboard.
So again, it's sort of designed after the old Melbourne public transport tickets. Wonderful touch. I have no idea what is in this little part. Oh my goodness, I've torn it open. There we go.
Just rip it apart. Rip it apart.
Yeah,
look,
like you've said.
Look.
You've said that.
Rip it open.
So inside here we find, there is an instruction manual, that's good. And like all good Transformers instruction manuals, it is compressed down by being folded over 37 times. There's a couple of stickers. So if anyone wants to know what it looks like in different modes, there we go. There's an extra sticker of the project transformation and a postcard.
Very nice.
Very nice. And
do you know?
Yeah.
I like a little nice,
little
personal note
yeah.
there for you. How many units has he sold? Do you know?
I actually don't know. I think he's produced 35 of them.
But it's a wonderful thing. Go support.
There's a lot of love gone into this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in the packaging.
Go support your local businesses, folks. Very, very, very well done. Amazing.
I'm going to pull this out.
It's amazing. It looks great.
there's a lot of articulation options built into this. So
Okay.
I'll just wipe all of that off there, and I'll just put that.
And I'm
there.
going to do the little
You
360
do the buzz thing.
Buzz, ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Buzz,
Go.
buzz. There we
go.
go. This is what this is made for.
It
Yeah.
is.
I do know a couple of things about it because I have handled it. Have handled it before. The route number that's displayed on the front, 35, is in fact the Melbourne City Circle tram route number, and on the back of the box it does actually have the. I'll just stick that in front there for a second. It does have the 30. Sorry, Dave. It does have the 35 City Circle tram route on the box there as well. I'll take that away.
Very good. Excellent. Look at that. A
Couple
piece of
extra
Melburnian history.
So, there we go.
Yeah.
So that's. Look, there's not that many steps
No.
in there to transform him, but you know,
13.
13. Yeah. I mean, that seems optimistic. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the masterpiece trains are coming out later this year as well, so I should probably transform the transformer and get some practice in for the trains. But I think to be perfectly honest, I'm going to take this home and transform it in the privacy of my own home and take some photos.
Very good. In your light box.
Well, I probably won't transform it in the light box.
No, I said take photos in your light box. Yeah, that's what I meant. Come on, you know what I meant. Cool.
So yeah.
Well, yeah. I think. What do you reckon, Dave? What do you reckon, boys? We've got a live audience here tonight. What's your pick for tonight's unboxings? Come on, tell us. What are your thoughts? Any picks? Any picks, Dave? No, he's there. I've stopped it. Now he's got to tell me. What are your picks for tonight?
Did you actually stop it, or did it?
I did. I stopped it.
I think it probably has to be the book about the guy in the helmet.
Did you get a book about the Mandalorian that you didn't tell us about?
The book in the helmet.
The guy-
You
the
know he's
helmet
staring
guy.
you. Switch wide.
Yeah.
I think yeah. To me tonight, the definite thing was the bowl and art book. That was amazing. What about you, Nick?
I agree.
Bowl and art book, huh? Yeah.
Excellent. I'm glad
Yeah.
everyone liked it. I just
Yeah.
thought, it's not something you get every day, and a genius artist, beautiful showcase of his work.
Yeah. So
If only they could find the rest of the artwork that vanished.
and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe over here.
Where's the? Can I get the Prime helmet again? If we're winding up for the.
We're winding.
There we go.
We're winding up.
Ready, set.
And what do they think happened to the artwork? Was it just stolen?
In the early days, it was considered worthless. I mean, a lot of artwork from the early days of 2000 ADs was used to mop up a leak. A roof burst at one stage around 1980, and it was just used to wipe up puddles on the floor. And then some of the artwork started getting out, like a comic shop called Forbidden Planet in the UK, early one.
I've been there.
Yeah.
But it started being sold. Bolin didn't know anything about it.
Wow.
And, very recently, a 2000D cover of his sold on comic art auctions for $38,000 US. For
Wow.
one page.
Okay.
And that doesn't take into account, obviously, the auction house is cut on top of that, the 25% or 30%. It's expensive stuff.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, on that note, folks, Craig said he's really psyched to mess with those Joy Toy Marines sometimes, and he was really sad that he missed out on the chance to play with that at Mikey's.
Well, I'm sure he'll get a chance again.
Brett reckons that his pick for the night is the Australian-made tram, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it. So, yeah.
Well, if Katie's watching, hello.
Katie. Optimus Prime helmet looks pretty awesome. Michael Cardis.
Give him, press his button again. Clint.
Yes,
Let's see what he has to say.
Greetings. I am Optimus Prime.
He sure is.
Well, gents, thank you very much. Cheers. Not much left to drink, but we're going to go for supper, aren't we? It's like a ritual. Every time we do these live streams.
I was
We're
just
going
going
to
to
that
say greetings,
No, gelato?
No, we're going dumplings.
greetings, humans.
Yeah.
I am Optimus Prime.
That's it.
Please
Like,
remember to
share,
and
subscribe. Hey, so gents, thank you again. Hey, Katie goes, hey. There you go.
Hey, Katie.
Katie, how are you going? Rob goes his pick for the night. Sorry, I know we're gonna wrap up, but I want to hear what people's picks are. So Rob was my pick for the night is the MOTU book.
It's very beautiful.
So Brett liked the tram. So most of the guys love the Boland book, and Rob goes my pick for the night is definitely MOTU book.
It just shows who the connoisseurs are.
Yeah, that's right. Cool.
It's common toys from.
Oh, plastic crack. Snobbery at its finest. Well, thanks, gents, for coming, and as usual, thank you, lads. Dave, I love you. Love your work. Mikey, sorry you couldn't be here. Monkey disease.
Mikey, I hope you recover from the Mikey pox.
Monkey pox.
Yeah.
Monkey disease.
No,
Is he going to grow a
pox.
tail?
Okay.
Is that what I heard?
Look, there's still, like any new disease, the symptoms.
Oh, Dave's just lost it.
The symptoms of monkeypox are still being discovered, but they are known to include asking questions that you can Google.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. And on that note, that camera over there, guys, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Good night, fellas. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Cool.